Hi, good afternoon and welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The country could risk prolonging its economic recovery process from the COVID-19 pandemic if checks are not put in place to halt overspending on election-related programs. This is warning from economist and head of financial advisory at Deloitte, Alate. According to him, though the government can spend within the projected fiscal deficit target of 11.4% of GDP this year, a further overspending will push the economy into difficult times.
The 26 countries in the EU have all suspended the cap. We also know countries like Jamaica and other countries also that have a fiscal responsibility cap have suspended it. And it's just within what others are doing, or in the light of that, that government has also decided to suspend it. And we have a novel situation in which case government has every right to suspend it. I think we are also still within the global deficit threshold of 13.9%. Currently, we are projecting 11.4%, which is still below the global average of deficit of 13.9%. I think the only caution we have there is that governments to still have some form of self-check and ensure that we still keep to at least the 11.4%. We should not go beyond the global average of 13.9%. Because this is an election year, we stand at risk of going beyond that. And the danger with that is that it will lengthen the recovery process after COVID-19. Because COVID-19 has put us in a hole. And so if you overspend, we are going to increase the period of recovery from the pandemic.
Do you think we failed the litmus test? Because like you did say, we're an election year, and like this is the time we need to prove to people, we need to prove to the international community that we'll be able to spend within our targets. Do you think we failed the litmus test?
I think that in the absence of the pandemic, we would have really put the right question to government and say that, look, this is an election year. You were supposed to keep to your promise of a deficit of less than 5%. And it was projected around about 4.7%. And so that was still below the cap. But now we are projecting 11.4%. Given the situation that we find ourselves, we have had to overspend, particularly to fight the COVID and also to support companies that are suffering or that have had the adverse consequences of the pandemic on their businesses.